There we go.
Right.
So, hi, everybody. I'm
What's up,
Eddie
everybody?
G. This is Bass Showcase, and today with us we have Son of a Merc. If you've seen me on his channel for any of the podcast series for Beyond the Binder, then you should already know who the hell this guy is. He's a man who deserves no introduction. His name is legendary. Where he walks, people know. Son of a Merc. Take it off, buddy. Let people know who you are, where they can go see your stuff at, man.
um, that was kind of a big intro, but basically, son of a merc on everything. What flavor is that? What do we got?
The blue edition. This
Blue
is
edition.
the Juneberry flavor.
Juneberry.
Yeah.
Always a mean bean.
Ooh, Java Monster. Let's
Yeah.
freaking go. But yeah, you're saying Son of a Merc pretty much on everything. Discord, Instagram, YouTube. Are you still on TikTok? You're on TikTok or no?
No, I don't. I
No,
haven't
no
really used it in
TikTok.
a while.
All right. I think you did start one up initially, right?
I have one to buy stuff, but not like I delete it and then I re-download it if I want to look at the deals and stuff, and then delete it again.
Gotcha.
No. But
So
Instagram Reels is just as wild.
one of the things that makes you freaking epic.
Salted
I've
caramel.
said this before. I'll say this again, man. The freaking video quality, dude. The freaking god damn it. How do you come up with those fucking posts, man? It's like a fucking breathtaking picture with the perfect freaking song behind it. Dude, take a
Just the
fucking dive into that. Tell people
like
how you come up with your process, dude.
Instagram, like the Instagram pictures of cards. That's
Yes. It's not just a picture, it's a fucking experience. And by the way, Ink Penguin, thank you so much for gifting one Bays Showcase membership. I see you, buddy. I see you. It went to
hell yeah.
get you. That's one of the friends of the channel here. But yes, Merc, tell people about your dude.
Really, the
What is
music is like what I'm feeling at the time, or what, like, I don't know. Kind of like, what is this? I don't know. What kind of moods can I set people in, kind of thing. What, I don't know.
all
Music's the
right?
best. Like, I don't know.
But how do you come up with it? Like every song is curated specifically for a specific photo that's set specifically for the theme of a fucking picture. It's like it's goddamn art. It's fucking art.
Well, I'm happy you see it that way, but I don't know. I don't really put that much into it. Maybe like it's the shadows. It's not me. It's the shadows. You know what I mean?
Well, I would say AMPM, who is right here in our chat, I think he would fucking agree with me. Also, I think fucking
What's up,
Katie
everybody?
Jade, who's right here in our chat, I think she would agree with me, bro. Dude,
Glaceon
the
in the
stuff
snow.
you put out. What was that?
Shook said the Glaceon in the snow. The little reel I did.
Yes,
I like that one as well. I,
that one was epic, dude. Like, I don't know what it is, man. Like when I see that you put something new out, I'm just like, all right, I gotta turn the volume up a little bit. I gotta increase the brightness. I want to see all the detail in this. I'm like, I put that fucking thing on, and I'm like, all right, I
I
gotta,
appreciate
I
that.
gotta take this in. I gotta give myself a moment. Look at all the fucking details here. It can't be one of those just, oh, I saw it, like swipe away. No, 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 no. Merc put out a fucking post. We're gonna view this fucking post. We're gonna see the post. We're gonna enjoy the post, and then we're gonna put something in the post on how we liked it. That's how I see it with your stuff.
Thank you for that. That means a lot. It does. Because I don't know. I just take a picture, try to be involved, put some nice music on.
All right. How about your freaking video series? And we're taking a deep dive back. What's my favorite
The
fucking
sugar.
series? God damn it!
What?
The Merc with Merc.
Oh,
Merc
the
talking to
self
Merc series,
conversation. Yeah, I know.
dude. Tell people about that. Tell people a little bit about that series. Tell them about a few of the episodes you've shot. The what goes on behind that.
It's just basically two sides of the coin arguing against one another. I haven't really done it in a while. I need to. Like, it's not that hard. to do. I just haven't really like wrote a script or wrote anything I want to talk about, or I don't know. You got to be in the mood, I guess. I don't know. You got to feel it. Got to
I
be
get
into it,
you.
I guess.
Yeah. But dude, those are freaking awesome, bro. Like legit.
Whole chat's
um
modded.
yeah. Does Eddie just give everyone mod? Just the cool people, Shug. Just the cool people. I try to
Might as
keep
well.
about 10% of my viewers mods. I love seeing the waves of blue. Freaking Shug. All right, let me take a second. Let me say hi to everybody real quick because I know I'm not reading the chat over here. AMPM Pokemon, how's it going? Shug Nasty, another one of the podcast co-hosts for Saturday nights.
What up,
I
people?
see Inked Penguin. Inked Penguin, he will be here with us on 420. We did change the
Oh,
date.
nice.
Inked Penguin will be 420, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So one day earlier,
That's
baby.
epic.
One day earlier. I see Feller Chris. How's it going, man? Dude, that was a freaking awesome episode with Feller Chris. I enjoyed shooting that one. It was so freaking amazing. Evie, Merkified.
The queen.
I see who else is here. Katie Jade, what's up? I said hello earlier, giving you another hello, Katie. Thank you so much for being here. I FOMO,
Not
another
everybody.
one of the podcast co-hosts right there. I FOMO, what's up, buddy?
FOMO. I'm excited for you guys to get your stuff. Like,
And
there's one item for you that I'm pretty excited about. It's an item. It's not. It's
I'm
for the
excited to receive
showcase.
the box.
Yeah, yeah.
um, in
That's
case anyone here is wondering,
that's your
Merc,
box right there. There's two of them, but you can't see what it is. So look all you
yeah,
want, but you can't tell.
Merc is sending boxes to a couple of us co-hosts from the podcast, and I'm super excited to receive it because he already knows I'm gonna create a whole fucking episode behind it. We're gonna open the mail. We're gonna enjoy the mail. We're
And there's
gonna view the
guaranteed
mail.
pulls too, so it's 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 nice. You'll like it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it existed till I found it.
Speaking about mail, I do have a piece of mail right here from PokeJack. So we might be opening this up a little later on stream. See what
Yeah,
cards received in the mail via PokeJack. If
nice.
we don't open it, we'll save it for Monday. Monday, I do have now, Merc. My box doesn't have a hole that's been fingered through it like in your last video, but I do have. Let me make sure.
I don't
Let
know
me
what you're
make
talking
sure.
about.
I've got me my Shug box right here, baby. Yeah.
You gotta make love to
First
it.
piece of mail from Japan. Bigger than my head. We've got a box. We've got a box. We've got a box from Shug. We've got a box from Shug. Monday, this will be its own live stream. And yes, there is a TCG boxed set in here. I will be opening it up. Everybody will enjoy
It's
it.
gonna be epic.
No, it's not going to be Pokemon based. All I'm going to do is give you this
Glory
one
hole.
hint. Meow meow. That's the hint. Meow meow.
Yeah,
And then real
I got.
quick, I do see someone that said, "Hi, I'm new here." E-Man Collects. I think I've seen that name. Yes. Waifu. All right.
My stress
All
ball.
right now.
Bro,
Oh, one last person, and then we'll get back on track here. Trainer Glenn coming in with that grass energy gang. Baby, I gotta take a blinky. Let's go.
Blinkies. Nicotine is not good for you kids.
Nope, it's not.
Have you bought any Hot Wheels lately?
I actually have bought a few Hot Wheels lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a few
Where are you
I
stashing
keep
them?
I have like freaking containers that I just keep them in so Nikita doesn't like fuck with them and the moisture doesn't fuck with it. They're like Sterilite containers.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of what I bought. I think it was a Ford Lightning. I got like 4 variants of it. Oh, you got my Batmobile.
Yeah. But also
Nice.
the gold. Gotta get the gold.
Ooh.
Shit that's on my desk. That's the segment of the day. What's in front of you?
For a car that's in front of me, I always have this one's not a Hot Wheel. Green Light Collectibles, the Impala from Supernatural, 67 Impala. It's the one from Sam and
Mm.
Dean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it actually has the Supernatural like little logo or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came with the
That's awesome.
Blu-ray box set, I think, back in the day, or DVD box set. I think it was season 3 when the show like had first come out.
It's a good show. Yeah.
But I was getting back to what we were talking about. I know I deviated for a little bit. All right, going back, we were talking about the Merc talking to Merc videos, right? That's where we had left off at there.
Yeah.
Um, you said you haven't done one in a bit. I was letting everybody know they're some of my favorite videos. So you pretty much said it's like both sides of the coin, right?
Hmm.
One of my favorite things is it makes me feel like it's if you're about to make a decision and you start talking to yourself in your head and you start thinking, right?
Hmm.
And you have little bits of yourself that go, well, I feel this way. Well, I feel this way. And every
Right.
bit is kind of motivated by its own emotion. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the part of you that's lustful thinks this way. The part of you that's greedy thinks this way. The part of you that's kind thinks this way. And that's the way I see it. When it's Merc versus Merc, it's like you speaking to another one of you in your head,
Hmm.
working it out, trying to figure out what is better for the overall Merc, which is
Right.
yourself.
Yeah. It's working through my own problems, basically. An
Mhm.
excuse to use it for content in a way, I guess. But
And then the way you edit it and splice it together, it makes it look like you really are in the same room
yeah.
talking to yourself at the same time. The process that goes into that, editing it so you cut it just right. Explain that a little bit. So, do you have to just record a bunch of different videos with the camera in the same position? So
Yeah.
it's just that's what it
It's
is. Okay, so
me.
it's a bunch of little
It's
videos.
basically me going through one script on one side and then the other me reading the other script, basically. It's just lines, like, and then cutting it to where it's close enough to where it's a conversation, and then basically nothing can move. It's got to be the same angle so it'll line up perfectly.
Mhm. Hey, how's it going, Angie? Real wife of a PokeTuber popping in. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very, very much.
What's
Here
up?
with our pal, son of a Merc, picking his brain, figuring out what the process is behind those videos where Merc's talking to Merc. I for sure thought he had
It's
a
been a
damn
while though.
twin.
Yeah, right. I should have went with that. It's
Yeah.
been a while since I made
Um,
one of those.
dude, I think it's been a couple of months, right? I know you made one a little more recently. Um, I just can't remember how long ago, but there was one
Yeah,
not too long ago that you dropped.
I forget my own stuff. I don't even. I don't know.
Um, going back to it though, so now that we know, okay, so it's a bunch of little videos. You kind of have to edit everything and kind of play around with it, but it's got to be lined up just right. How long would you say the process behind completing the whole video would be? So we're talking about getting down, thinking of the idea, writing down the fucking script, setting up the shot, recording, splicing, putting everything together, putting that shit out, bro.
It depends on like I guess the topic and how like passionate you are. Like if it just comes to you, you just write it down. Um, and then expand on it from just different points of view that you have. I guess I don't editing. That'll take me all day. Um, as far as like the ideas, they're completely random. Like I don't have.
Mhm.
I'll write some stuff down, but I don't know. Seize the moment type of deal. You know?
Yeah. And usually when you run those, do you have fun, or is it more fun when you think about it at first and then after you run it, you're like, "Fuck, this was a lot of work."
Uh, the process, it's fun. It is. Like you got to still enjoy it, or like why are you doing it? But
Hmm.
seeing as how I haven't done it in a while, I guess I don't enjoy it that much. So I don't know. It's,
Okay.
if I get time to do, I wouldn't even know what to do. I don't want to do. I like what I'm doing right now with you guys. Basically,
And
I'll
that's
just
what I wanted to get to,
yeah.
because your direction, in my opinion, and this is just my
Direction. I
opinion.
wouldn't say I had one.
Well, either way, whether we have a direction or not, the river will have us flow a specific way, right? We
Yeah.
will be a part of it. We will lead in a certain way. But again, this is just me, just based on
Mm,
opinion. In my view, your direction has changed course throughout the YouTube career.
mm,
The videos that you have dropped have all not had a certain theme, but they've been like a certain type of video. You get me? Whether it's a video that's touching on the hobby, that's being informative, letting people know what's going on, or just touching on news on the hobby, or when you're having the Merc versus Merc, it's like an introspective
mm,
on yourself and your thinking in the hobby. But now we're doing this podcast thing.
yeah.
Now it's your
Bringing.
views on the hobby and how you feel about it. You're more vocal about it. You've never been silent about it. Don't you
Right.
don't see it that way either, because you've always been upfront of how you feel in your videos.
Hmm.
But when we're there on the podcast, it's a whole total different view. It's you, me, Shug. We've had AMPM, we have iFOMO. It's a whole dynamic
It's
situation. You know
fun.
what I mean?
It's yeah. It's different perspectives from
Hmm.
different people doing different things. The hobby in different ways. I like it.
Angie, thank you
It's
so
fun.
much for that super chat. I really do appreciate it. And I do appreciate that you've been loving the podcast. I've been having a ton of fun doing these. Again, thank you so much, Angie. I do appreciate it.
Lady Luck, my
Um,
wife. I see you.
oh, shoot.
Subscribe.
Lady Luck is here with us. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do recognize that name. So
Yeah.
it is nice to see her over here on our channel. But yes, dude, going back to again, how it has changed, the direction, how you were saying you like what we're doing, right? We
Mhm.
did 9 episodes so far. Is it gonna be, or did we do 10? We did 10 episodes, right, for the podcast?
I don't know. I always got to ask you when we do the titles. It's you keep track. I
I
think
think
it.
we might have had 10
We're
episodes
double
for the
digits. Yeah, it's
podcast.
10. It's 10. Yeah.
Um, how did you feel the other day? Do you remember when I told you, boys, it's been like 2.5 months that we ran this podcast
Yeah. It's been
without
a while.
stopping? I feel like that was a pretty wild moment to like suddenly realize, like, 9, 10 Saturdays in a row we've been meeting up,
Yeah.
discussing different things.
Yeah. I've enjoyed that the most out of probably my entire time. Like it's us chilling. And if anybody watches, they watch. Like it's even better, you know? So
Yep. I get to be completely unhinged. I know that I get a little wild in our conversations over there. Again, it's just me, Eddie.
that's fine.
It's
Yeah.
not all of Base Showcase when I'm on your channel. It's just Eddie from Base Showcase. So I don't feel as restricted. Like if I have a view on something here on this channel, I
Mhm.
do have to keep in consideration, does Y feel the same way? Does B feel the same way? Does S? Because they do have their name attached. But whenever I do
Yeah.
collab and I go outside of my channel, it's just Eddie from Base Showcase. It's just E. So if I have an unhinged view and a crazy thought,
Hmm.
I don't have to feel bad like I'm dragging their name down with me. Because I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna fucking do it. But here I gotta
Yeah.
think twice and I'm like,
Just say it on my channel. Yeah. Just protect yeah. Use me as a shield. No, I don't care. I mean, you
uh,
know what's appropriate and what's not. Like
yeah. I
I'm not
mean,
gonna
I do
restrict
keep it
anyone
within
from saying
reason.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But But I mean, going back to that. All right. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that, and I feel like I lost my point.
Saying what you want to on the channel where we've been doing it, what, 10
Oh,
episodes?
I do remember where I was going with that. I know you don't like me talking about tag, and we're not doing it on your
I
show
don't.
tomorrow. But
No, I
god
just
damn
didn't
it,
want every full topic to be every podcast.
this right here is related to that. Did
Mhm.
you see CGC announce that they're using AI grading?
No, but I'm sure there was already some form of it. Like they got to have scanning already. You know,
Email that I received from them. Actually, I looked the email so I could read it, so I
are
don't
they
get this shit
advertising
wrong.
like it's like a full overhaul or something for the
Let me
company?
see. Uh, or you know what? It might be in my personal email. I might not even be able to pull that shit up. Give me a second. Let me see. If I could pull it up, it'll be better so I can actually read the email. But it looks like they're working with somebody, and that other somebody is involved in AI
Mm.
for like scanning their cards and shit. I don't know. I want to read it though. Give me a second. I thought it'd be cool to touch on it.
I guess it's the way now. Apparently, I don't know. Yes, AMPM. It was.
Or you know what?
I'm just picking shit
I'm
up and
not
putting it
even
down like I'm fidgeting
signed
with
into that
everything.
account.
Do what? Nothing. I'm just fidgeting.
Uh,
You bought any
yeah,
more
give me a
weird shit
second.
lately?
Any what?
Any weird stuff?
Um, like spooky stuff.
Or like random? Or creepy labubu's or something? You gotta get
um,
the mini ones, the keychain ones.
well, I showed you this one, right?
I didn't see that.
I pulled this out of a little blind box the other day on stream.
That's cool. What are they like? Do they have a show or something? Like
Yeah, they have
yeah?
like a cartoon, and they're supposed to try to do good things, but it always winds up being like something bad or mischievous, like without them trying to make it so. They're
Okay,
based on like some folklore shit, so it's like an actual like creature.
I got you.
All right, let's see.
Show Mark the labubus. Give us some topics, guys. What's going through your mind
Yeah,
right now in the hobby? Are you
I'm
guys
trying to
buying
find that damn
anything?
email.
Are you taking breaks? Are you picking up singles? Are you grading stuff? What are you guys doing? What are you trying to do?
All right, give me a second. I'm trying to find that damn thing. If I don't find it, I'm gonna have to save it for your podcast instead.
Do you think the Mewtwo's gonna be derpy?
The one in the new set
Yeah, I
for
think
the
so.
rocket set.
I think
I
it will
don't
be.
think it's gonna be a derpy one. You do?
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking that they're gonna use like a badass looking one, just because they use it. They use them for the ETV and stuff. They
Yeah,
have him front and center in a bunch of things. I think it's gonna be like a realistic looking Mewtwo.
we'll see. I think it's gonna be like a troll, like a giant troll for a rocket set.
Giant troll.
Yeah, that's what we've seen
Like
so
you think?
far. I mean,
So you think
Moltres is
it's
in it,
gonna be a
right?
letdown, right? I didn't
No,
look at the
not
leaks.
at all. Like, not a letdown at all. But I think it's not going to be what people are hoping for. I guess, or not what they
Thing
pictured.
I was able to The only thing I was able to find on CGC was how they announced that there's going to be no tariffs charges if people are submitting stuff correctly. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Are you sending it to CGC soon or anything?
Nah, I'm not. But it's just I get their emails because of that submission I had with them, and I thought it was interesting when I saw that
Yeah,
email today where they mentioned AI in their grading now.
it is. Yeah, I had to look at it later or something.
Yeah,
Just wonder if they like that's what they're gonna try to focus on that, like that be their main focus.
yeah. I'm not gonna be able to find it right now because I'm not signed into the account that I received that email through on the
Mm.
laptop, and it's on the phone, so I won't be able to like toggle between it. But put a feather in that one. Remind me to tell you about that one. I can send you the screenshot actually from the email, like right after the podcast is over, because
Okay.
it is something interesting that I think we should talk about in the next episode on your channel. Um, if CGC gets involved using AI, what happens in turn to all the startups, Tag and all the little ones?
Mm.
The big dogs are using it now. Level
Yeah.
playing field. They're already established. What's that mean for the value of Tag and all those other ones? Does each AI work different than the other? Will there really be grading variances, or does it no longer matter who you send to, and now the grade is the grade because it's a universal grade? There's a whole conversation I wanted to get into for that one.
Yeah.
You get me? That, but I wanted to find the damn email, and again, I can't find the email. So before I say something wrong and I totally get canceled for that one, I want that info in front of me so I can talk about it. But either way, CGC sent out an email. It mentions AI grading, and it says CGCX, some other company. So it looks like
Mm.
they're working in collaboration with them. Um, and I just thought it was interesting. Like, how far are we from PSA coming out and saying we're doing the same shit? Or what if they've been doing it all along? How I mentioned that one time, what if when people resubmit cards, they keep getting the same grade because they're just going based off of the old scans that they had anyways? You
Yeah.
could train AI to go through the pictures for the scans that are already in the database. And if it matches that, you get the same grade because it matches that.
I'm sure they've got some type of something that they're already using to scan them. I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna be.
they,
It's probably gonna be normalized pretty soon.
yeah.
Like,
But
but Tag's
this
still
is the
gonna
thing.
have its own little niche, I guess.
And for PSA, they do scan the cards because you see the pictures of the
Mm.
scans when
Right.
you check your barcode. There
Yeah.
is a database because it's tied to your barcode. So it already exists. All you're
Mm.
doing, adding the AI, which is a program, go through these scans and as I upload a new picture, tell me if it's a duplicate. If you're already always taking the picture the same way,
Yeah.
when a new card is resubmitted because someone cracked the slab, okay, you're gonna take another picture. If the fucking texture of a card is like a fingerprint, which is what people say, then that means the goddamn texture is it's that fingerprint for that card. You give me that card again, I know it's that card because it's like a fingerprint. I can
Right.
identify it from
Right.
the texture pattern. So when I take another high res photo, I can tell the AI scan the fingerprint, the pattern,
Yeah.
tell me if this is the same card or not. And if it does, then I'll be like, last time it was an 8. It looks the same. It's still fucking 8. There'd be no reason to say, this time we're going to give it a 10. And the AI can do all that
Mm.
instantly. So you don't even have to have the grader choose. The AI does it. Like, I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
it.
It's got a long ways to go though to be like to be competent to gain trust of people that would act like Tag is already trying and it's already like I mean you see what's happening. So some people like them, some people don't really trust it yet because it's not like they say it's getting better and better each card that gets sent in. So like you said before, is it not as good right now as it what it will be? So I don't know. Bradley, what up?
Yep. And how's it going, Bradley? Totally right. That was definitely a blinker checkpoint. We'll have plenty of blinker checkpoints
Bless you.
throughout the night, by the way. Um, but yeah, dude, how you just said it's only as good as it is right now, but it
Mhm.
gets better.
Right.
Infinitely with time, you get a new software update, it gets quicker. It gets better detecting, sharper,
Hmm.
and as it has more data to comb through, it has less of an error rate, right? I
Right.
can see
Apparently. Yeah.
I can see how grading in the
There's so
future
many tiny
being
little.
automated.
There could be anything wrong with that card, so it's got to go through so many different, uh, like different mistakes to actually start normalizing what it's seeing. I guess, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. So it has to have so many cards that get submitted with a white dot error first. So
Yeah, and
many
those
cards
could be
submitted with a
anywhere on the
scratch.
card. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yep.
So if it's learning off
It
of past cards, then it's got to go through so many options to start learning. I guess. Does that make
AMPM
sense?
said down with AI, fuck the robot overloads.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You really, really am.
Rexy said no Roomba, no Roomba.
I think it's usually the other way around, right? Like
Yeah.
the puppy.
Um, no, it's wild. It's wild. Bradley says I've been seeing AI grading services advertised.
That's
Yeah,
all the
see,
rage.
Bradley.
Yeah, it's all the rage these
That's
days.
yeah. You all right? This reminds me of something. There was an
Elon Musk
article.
could start a grading company at this point.
There was an article released, and it said AI has no inherent value, and I think it's because of what you said. AI is a model that's a learning
Hmm.
based model. It has to have so much wrong shown so many times
Hmm.
before it can detect that as something wrong, right? We're in the early models of AI. I think
Depending
what
on
you
how they
said is kind
program
of
it, I
strong.
guess. Right?
It's it's hard to get a accurate AI model this early on because of that, right? Because there hasn't been enough errors submitted through the database for it to learn from it yet.
Yeah, there needs to be like or like it factors in different news headlines that might not be entirely true, or there needs to be like just a math and science AI, like just factual theories and formulas and shit like that to actually help people.
Well, in terms of grading, can't there be some sort of formula? Like,
Grading.
yeah, if we develop an AI for grading, just for the purposes of grading, can it follow a strict formula that you do set in place for borders of specific cards? This is the nanometers on
Hmm.
one side versus nanometers on the other side. It zooms in 30x, 40x, whatever. It could look at the surface and it could notice if there's any like dips in the surface to show that there's a scratch.
Would
Or
we
if
want it to be that strict though? At the like,
if if
if it's not every
depends
little.
on your purposes. Depends on your purposes. If you're just trying to flip some cards and get those sweet, easy tens
Hmm.
to make that money, baby, then no, you don't want it to be
Yeah,
that hard. You want it loosey goosey. But if you want it to be the only 10 in the fucking world because you have the most perfect card and you're a collector and you know that your card is better than your damn homies, yeah, you want it as strict as fucking possible. Why? Because you want to earn that damn pedigree. That's
yeah,
the way I see it. I'm a collector. I don't really sell that much shit. Like I sell shit when I need to like get money because I'm in a pinch or I need to like get rid of shit to put that money into like another hobby. You get what I mean? Like I'll liquidate a whole fucking hobby collection to start a new hobby because I know that hobbies are expensive. I'm a broke
yeah,
motherfucker. So I can't collect 18 different things at the same time. But I can like 18 different things and collect 12 of them at the same time and just keep shifting every
yeah.
so often.
It's all right to help yourself as long as you're not doing anything wrong. I'm doing anything wrong by anybody.
Yeah. Did you see what AMPM says? He wants to hear your take, your hot take on the current market price of booster boxes.
I would buy. You ask me what like the prices suck and they're overinflated. I mean, demand is there, of course, but if I would, if I was to buy into Scarlet and Violet right now, it would be like base set, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift. temporal, those four. But that's just me personally.
Okay.
Just the older
How's it
stuff.
going, most dope robot?
But also you have Sword and Shield, which are basically the same prices, and they're not getting a reprint. So
Yep,
if you want
scarcity.
something more stable, then pay like 20, $30 more and get something that you know is not going to get reprinted. Just
So, so- oh yeah, go for it. Sorry, I cut you off there.
no, you didn't. I was go ahead.
I was gonna say, based out of the Sword and Shield boxes, because all right, what you're saying is kind of true. You just go a few bucks more, or you're
Yeah,
about at the
the
same
brand
rate.
new shit is the same price as the already out of print shit, and the new people
Mm,
don't realize. I mean, they just assume this is the new norm. It's not. They haven't seen anything else.
hmm
So
And keeping that in mind, what sets do you think are better to chase out of Sword and Shield? Because you do keep those prices in
yeah.
mind. If shit's hovering around 220, 240, 260, 280,
Hmm.
all right, you got a lot to play with in there. What would you rather chase out of Sword and Shield? And what are the reasons for that chase as well?
Crown Zenith's always number one.
Fuck
Now
yeah.
I would look at the shiny Zashi and Zamazenta boxes just
Oh, those are
for
sweet.
yeah. Um, as far as booster boxes, I like Brilliant Stars. I've got a couple of those. Um, stuff that like if you would want to buy something in the future, you would want something that's, or at least I would want something that I have something a little bit. I have the chance of pulling something actually, like so. Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest. I would. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't buy a Chilling Rain or a what like a I don't know Fusion Strike because I, I feel like the hit rates were always so horrible on those two. Like I wouldn't do it.
I
But
agree with
Brilliant
you.
Stars,
Silver
Silver Tempest
Tempest,
is they're a little more forgiving, right? So
yeah.
I don't know.
Silver Tempest and Brilliant Stars are nice. They both have Trainer Gallery, which gives you an extra possibility of a hit.
Mm.
Um,
Lost
Fusion Strike
Origin,
sucked for me. It gave me about a 33% hit rate,
yeah,
um,
it's bad.
based off of my pull rate. Yeah, so it was shit. And I don't know. There are a few banger cards in it, but there is no Trainer Gallery, so you get one less hit slot
Mm.
because it was actually there's the Mew V and the V.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like
Yeah.
the trainer galleries didn't get that much attention, but now the illustration rares are. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, trainer galleries had a little bit of a bump as well during Sword and Shield for a moment. When alt arts got hit with the spike, trainer galleries got hit, especially the trainer gallery with texture, because it's kind of
Yeah,
like an alt art.
the back end. Yeah,
Yeah, but it didn't
but
get that big
specific
of a
ones like the
spike.
Pikachu with red and yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah. I think I have the I have both variants. There's one where it's like regular sized, and then there's one where it's like a giant, like fat Pikachu, and you still have red. I think
Oh
still in
yeah.
the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I love trainer gallery cards, dude. I think they're freaking sweet. So how you mentioned, the IRs, illustration rares. To
Yeah.
me, illustration rare, special illustration rare, it's literally just trainer gallery, the front half and the back half. Or how I say trainer gallery was kind of like an alt art. I see, the IRs, SIRs as alt
Mhm.
arts. You have non-textured or textured alt arts.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it. I know it might not be a direct correlation because there's different pull rates for them, and I know that the rarities are seen differently, but that's just the way I see it. Like it's a good metaphor to use, I guess.
Yeah. I haven't really. Have you been buying any singles or anything? I haven't really
Um,
bought much of
I bought that
anything.
B drill. I showed you the B drill I got, the B drill alt art from Astral Radiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally like the last card I bought. Um, But yeah, I haven't bought anything else since then.
I grabbed a couple Ledge, but not much of anything as far as like Scarlet and Violet goes.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say what's up. What's up, William Hill? I do see your member super chat there saying hello, legends. Sorry for the delay there. I was saying what's up to everybody else earlier too. I must have just skipped over your name, pal. Sorry about that.
Most dope. What up?
Yeah. Um. Let's see. So there was a couple of things I was thinking about getting. Um. There's this expensive Pikachu card that I want to get.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese promo. It's the one that shows the lady in like the kimono.
Oh, the stamp box promo.
Yes, I want
Yeah.
that. So I've been keeping an eye on it. I've seen it at a couple of vendors' booths at
Mm.
Frankenson's. It's expensive as shit, and
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
probably gonna have to get it slabbed instead of buying it raw. I'm gonna probably get like a lower end slab. I'm gonna crack that bitch out and just have a binder copy, bro. That's what I'm gonna do.
yeah. Look for like a 6 or 7. I don't know if there's any out there.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know if
thinking about
competition's that low, or if it's
6,
that low
7,
on
or
those.
8.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
You just gonna
Um,
leave it in the slab, or crack it.
Nah, I'm gonna crack it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
crack it. Yeah. If it was like a 10 or 9, I'll keep it in the slab. But if it's an 8 or below, I think the 8 might be a little bit under like the price for the raw one, so it'll
Yeah.
be worth it. Let's see. See what it's currently going for, Merc.
Mm, about 1,200.
1,200 for a 10.
I think I see 1,400 for both right here. Uh, PSA 9, 694,
Okay.
675. Yeah, that's a beast.
Yeah, I want it really bad though, dude. That card looks sweet. It
You know,
looks sweet.
you're a Pikachu
But
fanboy too, so
yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
it's fitting.
I think I'm a little bit of a Pikachu fanboy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, and since Paul's here, I got to do this. You know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know. What are you stomping on though? Oh, you're just shining.
Yeah, just shining. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks fucking sweet.
If you bought,
AMPM, thank you so much for this shit, man. Like, you don't know how happy this fucking makes me, man. This makes me so fucking happy just to do this. This looks fucking dope.
what booster box would you want to buy if you could buy one, or where? Which one would you pick out of all the Scarlet
If
and
I
Violet
could
boxes?
buy one,
Yeah,
so all right, what are the parameters?
booster
Because
boxes only.
but I'm a very simple bitch. I can get happy with something simple. That's why. What are the parameters? I
Um,
understand this is a fantasy thing, but what are the
yeah.
parameters? Because it'll change my answer.
What do you mean? Print. What do you?
Well, is it if you could get any booster box in the world, what would you get? Or is
No,
it
just
if you
Scarlet
could
and
get a
Violet.
booster box up to a certain amount or a booster box of a certain type? You know what I mean?
Scarlet and Violet only.
Okay, Scarlet and Violet. So I could get any booster box from Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. They don't have booster boxes for 151 and they don't
I
have
knew.
booster
Yep.
boxes for Terrestrial Festival.
Yeah. Well,
So those are my two favorite sets for Scarlet
Terrestrial
and Violet.
Festival does.
Well, Terrestrial Festival is Japanese. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Prismatic Evolutions, the English counterpart, doesn't have it. But if I had to choose out of the two Japanese sets, I would low key choose 151 set over Terrestrial Festival just because I've opened a
One
shit ton of it and I still haven't hit my God pack.
five
And there's
one.
a shit ton of cards I love from it.
151 over over prismatic. You're cooked,
Or
baby.
Terrestrial, yeah. I
You
like
dusted.
both.
You dusted.
Well, I'm an Eevee fan. I'm an Evolution
What's
fan, but I like Charizard and Pikachu more than Eevee. And Charizard and Pikachu are both displayed prominently in 151. In 151, the goddamn Pikachu AR or IR, whatever you want to call it, depending on the language, that card is fucking gold.
one
Now,
five
Charizard, no
one
neck
five one
Charizard, you can get
Charizard
through without it.
or Obsidian Flames Charizard?
All right. I bagged on Obsidian Flames Charizard when it came out because of the hats. I'm not a fan of the hats.
You can
Some of the
barely see
Pokemon can
it.
pull it off.
You can
That's
barely
the
see it.
thing. In
Yeah.
person, I've seen the card. In person, the card looks better than online. Online, you don't see all the texture and shit, and the hat distracts me a little.
Mm-hmm.
So I would take 151 Charizard over the Obsidian Flames one if it's online, because it looks a little bit better because of the scenery. But if it's in person, I'll take the Obsidian Flames Charizard over the 151 because it looks fucking beautiful. It reminds me of the stained glass window birds promo
Yeah.
from Hidden Fates.
Okay. What about uh, um 151 versus not even Paldean Fates Charizard?
Paldean. Paldean Fates Charizard's cool. I like that one.
The
I like
shiny
how
one
that one looks. I like how that one looks.
versus the
But
151.
but
It's gonna be
151
one. Yeah.
set 151 set for me over those two sets because overall I like
Mm.
the set more. I like the Erica card. That's my favorite card out of the whole block.
It's a
Probably.
beautiful
That
card.
Erica
It is.
card is up there.
There's a lot of
It's
good cards in 151. It is.
I
Yeah.
just oh, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna show you something.
But
I'm gonna show you something.
the Charizard I can't agree on. I will say that.
Give me. I did get something. I bought something recently and I didn't show you. I bought cards the grade.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let me show you what I got. So these I think will either grade as a 9 or a 10. They're strong proponents. I'm not gonna pull them out. I'm just gonna show you the front. I got me a Metal Mew that I think is a strong 10 proponent, but a 9 minimum.
Very nice.
And I did get them below market.
Just buy a bunch of them and start using them
Alchemy
as ninja
VMAX.
stars.
Alchemy VMAX Rainbow.
How creamy.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I got Professor Sada's Vitality full art.
Sada. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Prehistoric
And
model.
then we did get the Sunset Mew promo.
Beautiful.
And, bro,
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite card. Tell me that's not beautiful. That's art. This is it's breathtaking, brother.
it's the one of the best cards of the set.
So that's my little, just a little portion of the grading pile to add with other cards I have over here. But those were just purchased like very recently.
Ninja stars. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Those things are heavy. The metal cards.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mine was
They'll
kind
hurt
of.
someone if you toss it, dude.
Mine was like off centered of each other. Like the front and the back was two separate pieces. Like
Yeah.
until she turned into a robot.
Freaking AMPM. But yeah, but again, I do like Terrestrial Festival. I like it, and or Prismatic Evolutions. It's great. It's probably my second favorite set.
It's
However, just overall, I'm gonna take 151. The
it reminds
evolutions
me of
are hard.
Japanese
They're strong,
as far as
and I
Japanese
wish.
goes.
Huh?
I think Japanese is where it's at as far as that's like it's so much more enjoyable if you were
You're
to
right.
open it. Yeah.
You're right. the
That's the
guaranteed
way to go.
hit rate.
Yeah, definitely the way to go. I need to tell Suge to send me some.
That's right.
Mhm.
He's gonna be the hookup.
Oh, well,
You're
we
like,
wouldn't do
Shug,
that.
I need to put in an order with the Shug.com
Yeah,
website.
Sugar Bear.
Oh, speaking of which, tell people about that little series you've been running where you've been showcasing the contents of his
Oh,
box.
his box. Yeah, I don't know. Is it enjoyable so far? I like it. It was fun doing it.
I like it. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's funny. I showed a couple of them to Yesenia. She got a laugh out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like doing it. It was all. It's pre-recorded, but still fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good box.
You've been enjoying those snacks?
I ate all of them, dude. I
Yeah.
finished.
Were
Yeah, it's all gone.
were the potato sticks spicy? They looked like they're gonna be
It's
spicy
like
as
a.
fuck, bro.
It's like a sweet heat barbecue. They're really good. They weren't that
Okay.
spicy at all, really.
You know what you just made me think about, and this is gonna change the conversation. We're gonna go in a different direction now here. This is gonna give you a little flashback to the last podcast that we ran on your channel. But you asked me earlier if anything, if something about anything weird happening recently. I just thought of something weird that happened the other day, bro. This happened like 2 days ago, right? And
They're back to
it's
back.
short as hell.
Yeah,
But
back to
this
back.
was just something weird. um, so it was literally like 3 a.m., right?
Yeah.
And the smoke alarm went off. Like it went off like 4 or 5 times. Not like once. You know when it's a low battery and it just gives you like a beep
Mm.
beep. It
Yeah.
wasn't like that. It was like it actually went off like if there was smoke or something, right?
Yeah.
And I woke up and my wife woke up and I was like, the smoke alarm went off and then it stopped. And I was like, "What time is it?" And I looked at my phone, and it
Hmm.
was 3 a.m. And I mean, I got up and I checked and
The
shit. Everything
veil.
was cool.
The veil
There
was
was no
lifted.
fire. There was no gas leaks. Nothing. Like everything was cool. None of the other alarms went off. It was literally the smoke alarm in our room. And I just thought it was the oddest fucking thing that it happened to go off at 3 a.m. And it's funny because earlier that fucking day,
Yeah.
I told her about our goddamn episode, and she was checking it out and she was creeped out by the stories. So I don't know, man. It was kind of weird. It was kind of
Yeah.
odd. You know what I mean?
At 3 o'clock. That's crazy.
Well, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 a.m., bro.
Mm.
So it was just odd, man. I mean,
You need
nothing
to
else
get some
happened. It was
sage
just
and
that.
start like blessing the house. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. It, I wonder sometimes. You know how they say, "Oh, you gotta bless the house," or you gotta,
Mm.
it's something tied to you or some shit. It makes me wonder because, like, we're gonna get into scary story time, man. We're gonna get into scary story time. But it made me think of all the little like scary like instances I've had like throughout my life experience, and it's not really like it's all tied to one place.
I've
So
had
it can't be like I lived here and over here it's haunted. You know what I mean?
when I was really young, me and my mom used to say a prayer together before bed. And one time there was a spider that came from the ceiling right in front of us, just dangled there right after the prayer. It was pretty trippy. I'll never forget it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. But but yeah, man, like I told you guys that story the other day.
Mm.
That was at the hospital. When Feller Chris was on, I had another story, and that was the story that was dealing with a mimic. Were you here for that one?
Mm.
When I had the story with Foley Chris episode, it was basically like at my mom's house when I still lived there before I moved out. I got home one time, she wasn't back. I was in the restroom about to get out. I heard her voice like outside of the restroom door telling me to like open the door, but it wasn't her. And I confirmed with her when she got out of work that morning that she basically didn't come home, and she's like, "You didn't open the door, right?" Like she basically told me that she had experienced similar stuff when I wasn't there.
Uh,
So it's a
yeah,
mimic,
that's
you know?
yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at the fella Chris episode, you'll
that's
get the whole
trippy.
story.
To give it a
I went
name,
real in depth.
a
I
mimic.
dude, if you go to the fella Chris episode when you get a chance, you'll get the whole story, and it's creepy as fuck. Like
Yeah,
I went deep in detail with that one. So right now it gave you the chills, but the actual story is much creepier than that. I gave you the play by play right now,
yeah.
brother. And but hear me out, man. I got another one, and this one's from my childhood. Now, before we get into mine, because it is going to be a story that we're going to get into.
Yeah.
Do you have any small stories you want to let us know? Any other little story to let us know before we get into my long one here?
My wife was convinced that we had an old man named Kurt living with us in our first apartment. We lived in the middle of the hood, and she was, I don't know, she was just convinced. Like she'd be hanging out with her friends, and then they'd get drunk, and then they'd end up talking to Kurt. That's just, it's goofy. But
Did
she
you ever
swears on it,
see him?
huh?
Did you ever see Kurt or have any experiences with him?
No, not no, just them. I don't know. I
Uh,
took it as them being goofy, but I don't know.
well, tell me. Like, I
Well,
mean,
it's like
what made you?
they were
Did you
having a
believe it?
conversation, but they might have just been messed up. So he was real. See,
Yeah,
she
but that's what I'm
stands
saying.
by it, I
Like,
guess.
you never thought you heard him, thought you saw him, thought you felt him.
Kurt, not see him, no. Hear him, no. Feel him.
But did you feel him?
Mm,
What was that like?
I don't know. It was a trip. It was a fog because it was bad times. Bradley was there.
Bradley, I hope you're here so you can tell us.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
very drug induced time of craziness, whirlwind before.
So you don't know if it was Kurt or if it was something else.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I think it was just
Well,
the shit.
that's the thing. You sir, like a podcaster that I
This was
like.
like
His name goes by Joe Rogan.
15 years ago.
Joe Rogan has gone on some crazy mind trips, and he's talked to the fucking elves, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
Alex Jones. Yeah, the frogs, man, fuck frogs. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I mean, Joe's talked about how certain things maybe open up your eyes so you can see things that others might not.
Hmm.
So, with that being said, whether or not drugs were a part of it, what was your experience? What makes you feel like Kurt might be a little more than just a lie?
Well, I didn't. It wasn't me that experienced him. It was her. So I don't really know. Like I didn't. I didn't feel it. Like it was so. Yeah,
Ooh,
just
I
opening
also
up
used to read tarot
portals.
cards in our room and quit after I met Kurt. Tell us more. Damn, that sounds interesting. God damn it, Merc. This is that creepy shit I wanted to hear, especially from your neck of the woods, man. From your neck of the woods, it gets creepy as hell down there. I'm not gonna burn you and say where, but you know
Yeah.
what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all got different fucking legends than I do over here, bro. Your legends are
Well, it's. I don't know. I don't really have. Kurt was like a vibe, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, they would just get drunk and talk to him. But yeah, that's true. She hasn't messed with tarot cards since. Um,
all right. So if they got drunk and talked to him, would Kurt jump from person to person? Or would he just appear? Or would it just be where you're talking and he's not there, but somehow you get a response?
I don't know. They were sitting in the chair beside him. Apparently, if you would ask her,
Lady Luck, feel free to
yeah,
type away in the chat. The chat is yours, Lady
she
Luck.
needs an interview just for her ghost stories. He's just, yeah,
So he just sat and kind of like smoked with y'all? Like, so it was just like a dude who died and he didn't know he died?
I don't know if, I don't know. He might have died in the apartment. Never really
Okay.
asked.
Who let him in?
Not me.
Like who accepted him? Hmm?
Apparently, I guess her and her friend Emily. But it was
How?
like I couldn't tell. I didn't experience it, so I don't really have
All right.
like it's yeah. It'd be her
All right.
like ghost story apparently.
So this was at your pad where you lived.
Mm.
She experiences all this and her friends experience it all. And you're
Yeah, but I'm
living there and
working
they're telling you about it.
12-hour shifts and shit. Like so, I'm at night, so I'm gone while she's chilling with Kurt. Apparently, you know what I mean. So
Like, and when you're home, you're just out, right? Because you're just working so much and shit.
yeah, I'm home during the day sleeping.
And you never really experienced anything when this was going on.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everybody was stoned out of their minds at the same time, so you'd get in the zone, feel it for a little bit, kind of thing. But it wasn't like I didn't feel anything crazy, you know.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah. Kind of- just- Her mom made us sage the house. Yeah.
Damn. Did it work when you saged the house? Because I have a story, man, and this is a
Yeah.
story from my goddamn childhood, and it's a good one.
I guess it's the energy you put into it. I don't know.
All right, check this one out, man. Get ready to get spooked, Merc. I got to take
Yeah.
a rip off of this blinky for this one. Give me a sec.
More at the hospital. Let me start this early.
This was when I was a kid.
No.
So, and and it wasn't by myself. So again,
Mm-hmm.
whoever wants to believe me can. Whoever doesn't, it's fine. This is my story. This is my experience. This was me when I was a child. And no, I wasn't alone. I have recounted this story as an adult in front of my wife, in front of those people that witnessed it in front of me. And they did specify that I did recount it as it occurred. So that is what I will say on it. Now, for whoever doesn't want to believe it, it's fine. Again, I was a kid. Could have been my overactive imagination. Could have been the overactive imagination of a second person and a third person that were involved. However, one person was an adult. I don't know. So let me get into it. When I was little, so this was probably around the time I was either 6, 7, or 8 years old, somewhere around that time. It's when I was very young. Um, I was at an apartment that we were living at, and I was in my room along with my younger brother, who was like 3 years younger than I was. So he's either 3, 4, or 5. So he's little, but he's right there in the room with me. My mom was in the living room and she was knocked out asleep because she would work night times. So during the day, she would take care of us whenever we were not in school. But she would just pretty much sleep a lot because, again, she'd be tired because of work. And my stepdad, because it was my younger brother's real dad, but he was my stepdad, um, he would be at work during that time. They would basically, one's at work, the other one's at home,
Right.
one's at home, the other one's at work. So that's pretty much how it was. And we're in this apartment building. We're on the second floor on this apartment building. So it's an apartment building. Apartments are to your left and to your right. And we're on the
Right.
second floor. And I'm in my room of the apartment building along with my younger brother. We're watching TV. Okay. So let me paint how this, I have to paint how it is. So imagine yourself. So imagine yourself looking out and you're looking at a TV, right? So that's where the wall is, and the TV is on that wall. Well,
Mm-hmm.
behind that wall, it's the street. So we're on the second floor. We're facing that wall, which is basically facing the street,
Mm-hmm.
and we're on the second floor. So anybody walking on the street is below. They
Right.
cannot be on top, right? Because we're on the second floor. There's no ledge or anything to walk up, nothing to grab. It's basically just like the side of a building. You get what I mean?
Right.
And they're behind the TV, how the TV is like by the wall. There was like a window with the shades closed, and the lights are off. So the only light in the room is from the TV. And we're over this way, and behind us is a wall. And to our right is basically where the room is for the where the door is for the room that leads out to the hallway to go to the living room for my mom and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So again, my mom's asleep in the living room. We're in the room, doors closed. We're just in the room watching TV. And it wasn't late night, but it wasn't early. It was between 7 and 8 p.m. where it's starting to get dark.
Yeah.
So the light's already kind of gone dim, like, but it's not dark, dark as fuck. You know what I mean? So me and him are watching, and I remember this. It was The Simpsons. We were watching The Simpsons on Fox, right, on
Mm-hmm.
TV. And I knew my mom doesn't like it
Good
when we watch The
times.
Simpsons. We got to be quiet. We can't wake her up. You know what I mean? Because again,
Yep.
I'm a fucking kid.
Yep.
And my mom hated The Simpsons when I was a child, man.
Got the
She
remote
always
on
thought, yeah,
the back
she always
button.
thought, she thought Bart was just a troublemaker. And she's like, you're just going to be like him. So again, we're watching The Simpsons. We're trying to be quiet. We're laughing, having a good time. My mom's asleep. And it's getting dark. And as I'm watching the fucking TV, I notice how there's the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Towards the left side. Like basically the window is pretty big. So the TV is like in where the window is, but like it extends from the left all the way
Yeah.
through the TV, all the way to the right. Like if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a small TV. We were poor. We had just a little
Early two.
TV.
Yeah. Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that I see a shadow like on the curtains. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is there a shadow on the curtains? And I'm like, is there someone on the other side of the window?
Mm-hmm.
But then I remember we're on the second floor. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at it. I haven't told my brother yet. And it hasn't moved yet. And I'm processing this as a fucking
Mm-hmm.
kid. Just think about it. So I'm looking at the TV. I'm enjoying it. My mom's asleep. I see there's a shadow. Is there someone behind the window? Nah. Wait, we're on the second floor. How's someone behind the window? And then I
Yeah.
also think that's a shadow, which means there's something behind us. So I look and I'm seeing my brother, and there's nothing here. It's the wall. There's nothing behind us to cast a fucking shadow. There's no lights. And my brother looks at me, and I point at the shadow. And he looks at the shadow, and he grabs me. So he's scared because he's seeing the shadow that I'm pointing at, and I didn't say shit. So basically, I see the shadow. Is that someone by the window? Nah, we're on the second floor. It can't be. And he just grabs me, right? So I know he sees it.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the shadow move. And it moves beyond the TV to the right side of the TV. Keeps going to the right. So the way the room is, it's like a square. So how I told you there, this is the way to get to the door out on
Mm-hmm.
our side of the wall. On that side of the wall, there's a closet. And the closet was one of those doors that slides,
Yeah.
not a closing door, a closet where it's an actual like walk-in closet. It was just a sliding closet where you could just kind of hang shirts and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to be terrified of that closet as a kid. Well, the shadow went all the way to the closet, and when it went to the closet, we couldn't see it, and the fucking door started shaking. I started yelling, bro. My little brother started yelling. My mom came running into the fucking room. We're yelling, we're pointing at the closet. She says, "What's in the closet?" Because she sees that the door's fucking shaking. And I said, "Fam, there's a shadow. So, there's a shadow." And she did what every Mexican mom does in this situation.
Yeah.
She started praying. And she started praying and talking about Jesus and stuff. Again, I'm not religious, but she is. She is.
Mm.
It stopped shaking. The door stopped shaking. And she fucking opens it, and we didn't see shit inside. And there was nothing in there. And I'm not talking about it was shaking like a truck is passing outside and it
Yeah.
rattles. No, it's fucking like it was shaking, bro. Like if something's inside trying to like push a door out when it's supposed to slide open, bro.
That's crazy.
That shit scared the fucking shit out of me, bro. Needless to say, we find out later, oh yeah, there was a death in that fucking apartment prior. That's why the rent was so cheap at the time. And my stepdad knew about it, but he never said shit because he didn't want to scare anyone. But the dude who died in our fucking room. You get me? So
That's
that's how I
trippy.
found that shit out. And I don't know, that's just I, it was weird. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
It gave me chills. That's and to have your brother there too. Like, yeah,
Yep. Yep.
younger brother, older brother,
Younger brother.
younger.
I'm the oldest, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, but like I said, as an adult, I fucking recounted this story in front of my family to Yesenia, and I'm like, this fucking happened, and they're like, yep. They're like, that's exactly how that shit fucking happens. Like everybody fucking remembers it. Like that shit was fucking scary, bro.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's one of those things that gets burned into your fucking mind, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether or not it happened, that's how I remember it. That's how everybody fucking remembers it. That shit was scary. We have no explanation for that shit, man. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know. Like sometimes they say it's just because of a specific pad or specific place, but I don't know because again, I have that story. I had the story that happened at my mom's house, which was like an actual house, not an apartment. That was when I was an adult. The mimic. Like
Yeah.
that's a whole different fucking thing. I had the thing in the hospital, like that's a different fucking location, and then finding out after, oh yeah, people fucking experience shit right there. Like it's totally fine. Like,
Just
dude, I
more
got
more
another story from
vulnerable.
the hospital too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got another story from the hospital. I mean, it's not as scary, but it happened with somebody else, bro. Like somebody else witnessed this shit with me. I don't know if you want a second story, man. It's really up to you though. But I got a second story preloaded.
It's all you. What is? Oh,
Son of a Mercs night.
I waited 24 hours. I'm just saying. It's a long 24 hours though. We
Let's
were
see.
we met at like a Christian teen club that was also a skate park. It
Hmm.
was like for 13-year-olds to 15, 16. It was cool. Fun times.
AMPM
Parents
wants to see your butt.
saw me on the track team before that.
AMPM's like, go pick up that thing that you dropped.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
funny thing was, her friend was supposed to be the one hitting on me. Um, just ended up with her.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
those
my best friend.
AMPM said they had them over there too.
What?
Those
Yeah, you
youths,
could. Oh
the
yeah,
skate
you too.
parks.
Yeah, they were fun. Good times.
Yeah. Lady
I don't
Lex
think
says
it's
you
there
got blessed
anymore.
with her.
We had a local skate park. They took it away and turned it into like a theater place, like a multi community center theater type of deal. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Now that we're diving into the past, this brings me to that next point. I've been asking everybody here who's a collector. Now, you said in an episode previously on your show, let's not get into my origin. We don't have to get into the origin of Merc,
Well, it's just the
but we
same as
can
everybody
get
else, you know. Like,
we can we can get down to one thing. What is the earliest thing you can remember collecting as a kid, no matter how big or small? I mean, it could be little toy soldiers or bottle caps. It could be anything. What's the first thing you remember collecting?
like actually collecting.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a whole lot. You could have just had two or three of them, but that's what you had and you kept, and maybe you kept in a toy box or something. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Before Pokemon, like
Mm-hmm.
something different.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah,
Probably rocks.
rocks.
Like yeah, rocks were a big one, the first one.
That's cool.
Um, I don't know. I've always been into like little trinkets, just little stuff.
Okay, like
I've
little
always been like
miniatures.
that. Yeah, or like things from different places, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I've always had a weird attachment to little things, little items.
Okay. You know what's funny? Yesenia likes to collect things like that too. She has like little
Mm-hmm.
display things where she has like little glass miniatures. They're like
Mm-hmm.
ducks or like little animals and stuff. Whenever we go on road trips and shit, we'll stop by where there's souvenir shops and we'll buy those little things.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
all the little. The kids have them now, but all the little Marvel guys,
Ooh,
like all the
yeah.
little different teams and stuff. They're all the paint's gone now, and
Okay.
probably half under the couch, half under the TV, all over the place.
Whenever you would collect rocks, what kind of rocks did you like getting? Did you go after rocks that looked super jagged, or was it rocks that were shiny, rocks that were different colors?
It was all the It was always like white ones with like the
Hmm.
gold cracks in them, the
Ooh.
special ones. Like all the other ones were gray or brown, but you get the white one, right?
Hmm.
So I had a junk jar, and I would literally find trash or shit on the ground and put it in the jar. What is wrong with you, Shug?
Freaking Suge. That's
Call me the
funny.
trash man. Yeah. Fuck.
That's a good reference to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The
Yeah.
trash man. A good old Frank episode right there. Yeah.
That's goofy.
He's like, I was five. He's
I
like,
was,
I was
yeah,
five
picking up
through
trash.
26.
Got the same jar right now. I have a
That's
junk
funny.
drawer, like a drawer full of junk. Does that count? Yeah.
I think
Do you have
everyone
one?
should have
Yeah.
one. I,
Yeah.
I have a drawer. Yeah. I just
Batteries, wires, old cell phones.
hmm
Yeah.
random cards that are for certain clubs or certain things.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think it's kind of like necessary because how you just said, there's all these little trinkets that you sometimes get.
Hmm.
Sometimes you might buy something. Oh, it comes with this little figure, and it doesn't fit anywhere in your collection. So you're like, in the fucking drawer you go until I
Yeah.
find a place for you in the drawer. It's like hobby jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a purpose. We haven't figured it out. In the drawer you go until we find one.
Yeah. Everything has its place, damn it. I'll
Yeah.
find one.
Yeah.
You ever just find a cool stick on the ground and be like, that's coming home? Yeah. Yeah. I've got a few of those actually.
Damn,
Sitting
that's
by the back
funny.
door of nice sticks. Yeah.
Dude. AM PM.
What's
Hey,
wrong with
dude,
us?
AM PM, Paul, do me a favor. Drop your fucking link in the chat for that last video that you dropped, bro. The one where I said fucking anarchy. Yeah, drop that video link in the chat. AMPM Pokemon today released the video. It was a great rant, an epic rant. It was an Eddie approved rant, and it needs to be out there. People need to see that shit, and I want it in the fucking chat. So, Paul, do me a favor and drop that link. That fucking video, epic. I FOMO. If Paul doesn't drop that link in like 2 minutes, you
I
go drop that link and then you
Yeah.
drop it in here twice because that's how bad I want the link in the chat. So I FOMO. You drop it 2 times if Paul doesn't drop it once. I know you saw that video, right?
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
All right. Paul's like, I got you. I got you. He's like, I got the link. He's all like, the link's here. It's here.
But
So
it's hard
y'all
to
see
tell.
it.
Yeah.
Click on it whenever you can. Give it a look. That's gonna be the homie from Texas.
You did it right.
Yep.
AMPM.
He's like, here, it's another one. Was the first one the channel or no? Yeah, it's the same link. All right, there we go, there we go. But yeah, that's the homie from Texas. It's his unhinged rant. He's like, if you like it, do the things. Subscribe. I don't know. See the rest of his stuff. He's all like, if you don't like it, let him know.
Is he in? I didn't know he was in Texas. I thought he was.
He's
Yeah.
mentioned a couple times. I think in the Hyborian Gates video, he was talking about it. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you and
The
FOMO
Hyborian
need to
Gates
link
video
up.
was good.
We got two Texas guys.
Yeah, I FOMO and freaking AMPM. But it's funny because even though they're both in Texas, they might both be a
It's a big
further
state.
distance away from each other than some states are.
Yeah. Old
Hmm.
Texas.
Yeah. Have you ever
Um,
been to Texas?
no. Well, no. No.
I'm
I
trying to
want
remember
to.
about
I
it.
either want to get. I want to. I'm eventually going there or Florida.
I don't think I've been to Texas. I mean, if I remember later, I'll let y'all know if I've been to Texas. But as of right now, I don't think I've been to Texas. I know I've been to Florida. Florida was cool, dude. You know what I regret? This is what I regret. I didn't go to a fucking gator farm when I was out in Florida. Ian went, and he
I can
said it was
take you
epic.
one right 10 minutes away right now. Not a
You got
farm,
one
but
near you?
I can take you to a. Well, we don't need a farm because they're everywhere. Like right down the road. We got a place called the Blowfly Inn, and you literally just walk like it's on stilts, a restaurant on stilts, basically. You just walk
Ooh,
downstairs and feed the alligators on the deck, like they're right there.
shit. Damn. That sounds pretty epic. That sounds scary as fuck, though, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the alligators aren't bad. It's the crocodiles you don't want, right? I mean, they leave you alone.
Wait,
Don't fall
get
in. Like,
no, get into that. So get into that. I've never heard that. The
what?
alligators are fine. It's the crocodiles you don't
Well,
want.
not, I mean,
Explain that.
alligators aren't fine, but I think crocodiles are more aggressive than alligators.
They are?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I thought they both pretty much will just
There's
fuck you
there's
up
big
regardless.
old swamp puppies, guys. That's all they are. They're sweet. Just don't put your
You
hand in front of it.
you've pretty much grown up with them your whole life, like they're normal.
Alligators, snakes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so. There's a marsh right down the road full of alligators on the back bay, so I guess so.
because we ain't got alligators over here. We got
Yeah,
snakes, man. We got fucking bears. Bears are scary as fuck. I'm
we got
terrified of bears.
black
But you
bears
know
and
what? I got something that can take care of bear, but I got nothing that can take care of alligator. Like, I feel like alligator's OP, bro. Like, it's a
we'll
fucking
get
armored reptile, bro.
Florida has a lot of bears. They got bears and like um panthers, believe it or not.
Oh
And
shit!
they kind of trickle over here sometimes. Like they do.
Damn. We have mountain lions, but I mean, you gotta avoid them, I guess. They're like
Yeah,
protected and shit.
yeah.
You can't mess with it. But every so often, if they attack somebody, they'll get KO'd. You know what I mean? It'll be on the news and shit. But like, they don't want you to take out a mountain lion, so yeah, you gotta avoid them.
I'm pretty damn sure I've seen a panther on the fucking railroad tracks.
Damn.
With my wife was with me in the car,
And they're
which
just
is
like
crazy
jet
because you
black.
wouldn't expect. Yeah, Florida Panthers. Yeah,
Holy
they're not
shit.
black. They're not. Did I say black panther? They're not black. They're like a mountain lion.
Okay. So they're
But
just regular. So
yeah, well,
panthers can be in different colors.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, a panther's kind of like a, just like a. The panthers still have spots and stuff. They're just yeah.
Damn. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Have you ever had a bad experience with an alligator? Like, did you ever come across one when you didn't want to come across one? You ever get spooked by one?
No, not. I mean, no. You don't. I mean, you stay away from those places. Snakes, yeah, sure, but alligators, no. Like you can kind of tell the marshy areas. Just don't fucking go there. Yeah,
You go fishing?
it's been a while, but yeah,
You never gone fishing and shit, there's a gator here.
no.
Damn. All right. I'd be terrified of that around your neck of the woods. I fucking would, man. Jeez.
Well, it's more. I don't know. There's the back bay. Like if you fish, it's not. It's not really a good fishing spot. I guess there's a lot of where the alligators are. There's a lot of like boat entries and shit because it's a bay and that's where the harbor is. So, but they
Hmm.
stick around there because there's like a chain of restaurants just by the water.
Oh,
So
so they feed from there, right?
yeah,
Scraps and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Um.
But there's also like, we went there the other day, but like there's lifted piers over the tall grass marshiness, so you can
Yeah.
walk through all of it. It's pretty cool.
Lady Luck said, "Tell them how you go crabbing." What's up with that? Let us know. Hey, man, tell us about the outdoor shit you do. Come on, man. You don't just collect shit,
It's
bro.
just
You're into shit I fucking like. Let's talk about shit I
crabbing.
like.
You tie a raw chicken leg on a string, and you throw the string out there, and then you just watch for the crabs, and then you slowly pull the chicken leg in, and then just scoop the crab up.
Just grab
That
the
like
motherfucker.
yeah,
Jeez,
it's.
that's what's up.
I mean, you could. They've got the little baskets too, but
I've
that was
seen
just what I
that,
would do with my grandmother. Like we all the time we'd go to the seawall and just spend all day pulling up chicken legs like with crabs. Yeah,
bro.
that's
That's a fucking art right there, though, dude. You ever get pinched by the one of those suckers? They ever get
no,
you?
no. But I mean, I didn't really try to let it.
Explain the process. Let me wrap my fucking head around that one, man.
It's simple. You just tie a chicken leg to a string, throw it out there, because they'd
I
hang
get
out
that.
by the piers, and there's a
Yeah.
seawall full of barnacles and shit. So they'd hang out right there.
And then you just reel
Crawdad
them
holes.
in and they keep following it.
They just stay on the chicken. They're eating. Like they're grabbing the chicken while they eat what they can, and you're just pulling it. They not noticing. They think they're going with the current, just
Hmm.
like you would bass fishing or something. Just slowly pulling it in. Like it.
And then when you grab the
It's been a
actual
while since I
crab,
did
how do you
that.
go? You just kind of
Just
go from the side.
scoop it in the net. Just
Oh,
when you get close enough, just scoop it
I
and
thought you
then do
meant
it
you're
again.
fucking putting your damn hand in there and grabbing it with
No,
your hand, boy.
we're not noodling for crabs. No.
You understand why I was tripping? I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you're just fucking just going in there and just grabbing them like a
Or if you had to
fucking
grab it,
bear.
just grab it by the ass. But grab just if you got to pick crab up, just you'll be good. They can't
AMPM
reach.
said AMPM said talk about crawdad holes. Shoestring and
Crawdad.
hot dog.
You know you're a Yankee when you calling them crawdads. Crawfish holes. They're just you can find them in. I mean, you go close enough to like they're in people's yards. Like they'll dig up holes in the little yards. You'll have little mounds. if you're
Hmm.
in like a little like a wetland. Um, I don't know. I love crawfish. You guys eat crawfish?
I think Yesenia likes that stuff. I
Mm.
don't really do too much seafood to tell you the truth, but like I'm pretty sure I've tried it like once because I've tried most shelled crustaceans.
Yeah,
Like I've and yeah, I'm pretty sure I've tried it at least once.
a Yankee. How dare you? I'm just saying.
AMPM is all like, "That's war, bro. That's those
We've already been
declarations are
there.
war."
Already been there.
AMPM,
Yeah,
no
Suge
war,
Suge
no
surprised
war.
me with his what he enjoys. As
Shug,
yeah.
Shug says he'll eat anything, man. That's what's up. Shug is built different. He's like, I survive, boys.
Have you ever had shark fin soup, Suge?
Ooh.
I know it's like illegal, right?
Is
Maybe.
it illegal?
Kind of like a. You don't
Check
really
it
talk
out.
about it,
Well, no, check it out. Right here in Santa Monica Pier, you can fish for shark and kill it and keep it.
really.
There's types of shark you can get, but people
Mm,
have gotten shark. I have a video of some dude who caught a shark and he's killing it on the pier to take it because he's gonna take it to eat it, and it's perfectly fine, perfectly
yeah,
legal. They have to be a certain length or whatever. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
if he took that shark, what makes it illegal to cut off the fin and use it to make a soup? You should be
Shark
able to.
jerky. Oh man. I don't know. I thought I saw something where you some areas you can't, some you can. I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
think what it is for commercial fishing, they would cut off the fins and throw the
Yeah,
sharks back,
those.
and then they
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
But like, if you're gonna keep the whole fucker because you're gonna eat it all, like, you
Or
have
they
the
just
fin.
yeah they weren't supposed to be fishing for sharks, and they yeah, but they would
Yeah,
leave it in a net and then just
yeah.
cut the fins
But
off and sell them.
but yeah, like I wouldn't tell anyone to get one illegally. But in certain
Yeah.
places, check out your jurisdiction. You might be able to get a shark. It's another type of fish. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I've speared one through the like
you
yeah,
did.
not yeah.
Let us know
It
about
was
that.
like I wasn't living in Florida in Destin at the time, and I was working at an furniture warehouse, and there's a you're out by the bay. It was a place called Crestview, I think it was called, but uh, yeah, it was just there, speared
Damn.
just behind my work on break, lunch break. But it's in a bay, like a swimming area with like you could see the houses on the other side where kids swim and shit. So I got that motherfucker.
So it was like a threat. Like it could have got someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. It was in the moment. There's a fucking shark in this little bitty vicinity. There's a house across the street with its own personal beach. So or across the bay.
And you just fucking
Fort
speared it.
Walton. Yeah. Yeah, I
So
speared it.
from a
I wish I
distance,
still had the picture.
like
Do I?
like like explain that, like from a distance, or
Well, it was like
you
a.
ran up to fucking get up to it or what?
It was on top. I was standing on top of basically a wall, like with rocks beneath me. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And you just
I didn't jump in the water in spirit, but or try to ride it out. No, but I mean, it wasn't that. It was. It wasn't that. It wasn't full grown or anything.
Oh, okay.
Still
So
a fucking
okay.
shark though, with a bunch of
Yeah.
teeth.
But when you fucking got it, did you bring that sucker back? Like you speared
Yeah,
it, you
I
hooked
took
it,
a
got
picture
it.
with it. It was me and a couple guys took a picture with it. Yeah,
What was the size? Tip to tip.
maybe this long, maybe.
Like a 3 footer?
Yeah, yeah, for five, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
I couldn't tell you what it was. Probably a bull shark.
Damn. Dude, if I find a way to do so, I'll find a way to upload the video I have for that shark that they got at the beach pier. How I told you.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to maybe put it in in a Dropbox or something. You know how they have that thing for Google.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'll figure it out because I know that before when I've shared a big video file, I've had to use that method, if it's too big to upload through like Discord or some other shit.
Yeah, Discord's.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool. Man, that's freaking wild, man.
Have you ever had turkey turkey neck
Turkey? Not
turkey
not
neck
turkey
or what
neck.
it or is that's what they're called, right? No, it's turkey. I
Is it
guess
the
it is turkey
gizzard?
necks. No, it's just turkey necks with rice and gravy. No.
I haven't had that. Eat that's something you like or
Yeah, man.
ew. Is
Just
it
cook it
like
in a
real
crock
tender
pot.
or
Cook it in a crock. It's like a. Is it? It's like a kind of like a pulled pork consistency.
okay.
You're just picking it off the bone. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I've never had that. I've heard of it. Like I've heard of it being a thing, but I've never had that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When it comes down to turkey, I'm gonna sound fucked up, but I like me my turkey breast.
Yeah. White meat, really?
I'm a breast man, white meat. Yeah.
Oh no, man. Doing it all wrong. Thighs all day.
Yeah. Every now and then I'll fuck with a leg. Every now and then I want to feel like a fucking barbarian and just have a whole goddamn turkey leg that I'm just like,
Yeah,
fucking eating that shit.
those are
But
delicious.
it's rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard before this? I don't know if you've heard this. When you go to certain places like Disneyland, it's not really a turkey leg, but it's ham. They just make it look like turkey or some shit.
Really? I
Yeah,
haven't heard that.
it's like a conspiracy or like a I wonder it's like a theory, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real, but like a online type of thing that floats around. But they're like
Mm.
sometimes when you order a turkey leg, it's not really a turkey leg because of the price. It's actually pork. Blah blah blah.
Like a that's weird. If
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if there's any credibility to it, but I just figured I'd ask if you've ever heard that, you know.
Like I'm sure people would still eat the ham, like the ham hawk or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
AMPM said he ate Rocky Mountain oysters. You know what those are?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
bold testicles.
Yeah. I'll pass.
You know how I know? Fucking Joe Rogan, Fear Factor. That's what
Yeah.
got the goddamn show canceled, wasn't it? He's like, don't make these people eat balls. And yeah, Fear Factor made people eat balls on live television.
Good times.
Yeah, that was wild. Fear Factor was unhinged. They gave no fucks. They're just like, what scares you half to death, bitch? They're like,
Yeah.
we'll give you $10,000 if you do this on TV. Yeah. Damn, Fear Factor. That shit's crazy, bro. That was a good show. I used to love watching that shit.
If y'all had 1 million subscribers tomorrow and unlimited money, what kind of Pokemon content would you make? None of the stuff would make us any better at content. I'd probably do the same thing. Just,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
it would. If I had 1 million subscribers tomorrow and unlimited money, well, hear me out. I would need a lot more subscribers to make sense for the money that I would need for my idea. But if I had unlimited money, 1 million subscribers ain't shit. Not for the idea I have. I would be the
Yeah.
fucking Willy Wonka of Pokemon.
Actually,
I would be Willy fucking Wonka of Pokemon. I would make a mansion. It would be a content mansion. I would have all the cool fucking creators that I like.
yeah,
Everybody would have their own designer space, and I would have collabs each fucking day. Every fucking day I would be on, and I would have collabs with these people live, and I would supply everything that we would need. Everybody that wants to create content, your heart's your desire. I'm Willy fucking Wonka. I'm gonna create that shit. Why? Because I want the world to enjoy it. I want the world to see true untapped potential
I
without
would
the
like to
fear
see.
of cost.
I'd like to see scavenger hunts, stuff like that, like real high stakes fun shit. I guess. You know what I mean?
Be fucking sick.
I know Chloe did one. She did pretty well. Um,
Like, how would you run it if you ran one?
I don't know. Like I don't know, just race through the city, It look real cinematic. You have to acquire certain items to unlock certain things to move on to the next levels type of deal. Be fun. Infinite blinkies.
Yes, there would be infinite blinkies. I would have my own Blinky corporation just producing the shit for my own consumption. It would be the Eddie G farms.
Eddie, do you
And
want to? What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's actually kind of funny because I do know a thing or two about the boutique flower creation method. Ooh, that is something I have a little bit of experience with.
Hydroponic action. Do you want to?
Check this out. Check this out.
I really gotta pee.
No, go for it. Go ahead and
Yeah.
go pee.
Can I pause this?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get off, then it'll just be green. We are in a small pause right here in our video live stream performance. We are approaching the 2 hour mark. Merc did tell me he has at least an hour in him. I wanted to double that. We are just minutes away, people. 18 minutes. Make sure he hangs in there. Stay tuned. Keep up the conversation. Drop ideas on what we could talk about. But I am going to tell him a little bit about something because he did mention hydroponics. And I do want to just add a little bit to that. AMPM says I'd have OnlyFans girls bare knuckle box for a Sky Ridge booster box. That'd be freaking crazy. Sky Ridge is it is a good box to get. All right, so Merc, check
Does
this
that?
out. So
Yeah.
since
So
you
wash
brought up
my hands.
hydroponics, this is the method that I had experience with. Hydroponic with deep water culture and aquaponics or the bubble ponics. It was three feeding systems with a top feed system, four systems in one single enclosure in a self-contained space that filtered out all the smell and everything, and it blocked the heat signature.
That's what you're. What?
That's what I had experience with.
Oh, a little overhead. Heidi. Shook said to open something, so we're gonna
All
open a
right,
promo pack from
you got that.
Battle Spirits, Bandai.
I got some too. This is Brian's, by the way. I'm gonna open up 2 packs for Brian. Oh, here we go. I had it backwards.
Battle Spirits. That looks really good. Kudo Apollonia
There we go. Check this out.
it doesn't do it justice.
Oh, okay, it does look pretty nice though. I like the colors.
Looks good. Like pearlescent almost.
Check this coin out. Shiny as fuck. Let me see that one.
It was the back of it.
Oh, okay. Hey,
So
that's actually pretty
I
nice
imagine it
packaging on
looks
that card.
different from the others, right?
Yeah. Turtwig.
It's really nice.
All right, and we do have 2 packs inside: Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance. So let me know which one we're gonna open first, Mark.
Uh, Astral.
All right. Good luck to Brian. Let's see if
We're
we could
gonna
get him
open
a
this in
banger.
Discord afterwards, the full
Yeah,
box,
hell
if you
yeah, dude.
guys want to hop in.
I'm gonna hop in for sure. Like I said, we pretty much touched on a lot of what I wanted to touch on. So I
Yeah.
mean, we're just hitting a few extra things right now, anyways. Little break right now for an opening is kind of nice. Check this out. Good code card. So here's the code card, actual for whoever wants it. Ooh, oh shit, dude, these look fucking nice, dude. Dude,
Still
if these
got
are gonna be like the cards that Henry sent, they're gonna be fucking nice when I open them. Because Henry sent 3 sets, and I believe you have the Japanese counterpart for the American sets that he sent.
I
Show
think
that
like
one. Show that one a little more.
I don't know where the rarity is gonna be, or like which ones.
I figure it'll
I
be
mean, I
something
guess
that
you'll be
looks
able to
different.
tell. What did yours look like? Oh no, my screen's. So
Your
this is the
screen was
special
shown
one,
or not shown?
right?
I think your screen was shown, right?
Or my computer screen's timed out, so they just went dark.
Oh,
So this is the good one. This is
oh.
something different.
Let me see
I guess like an item.
that one looks nice. That one's hollow.
Yeah, it's got the different.
Okay.
Uh, this is more glossy. This is more hollow border.
Let's see what Brian got for the hit. Ah, damn, that sucks ass.
Damn, these are cool
Damn,
though.
I'm sorry.
They're Bandai. They look really good.
That's one of the reasons why I got excited when Henry told me he was going to send those over. Because he did tell me it's a Bandai TCG set. So he brought up how basically that's who prints One Piece, right? The
Yeah,
one who prints those cards prints One Piece, yeah.
yeah.
So I figured we might be able to expect some sort of a decent quality out of it. Again, I haven't opened them yet, but I am gonna set up pretty nice streams for that. Oh, dude, I like that. That's fucking cool. All right, let's check out the next pack and see if it's better. Brilliant Stars, we can pull a Charizard.
One Piece is
Dude,
doing really well, Bradley.
the Charizard alt art out of this one is fucking sweet. Brilliant
That is.
Stars.
Yeah.
That's the Charizard V alt art. It has Venusaur in the background fighting him.
Go one more. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be looking for as far as these cards go.
Yeah, this is a bad code card. Ah, fuck it. Ah, I got it.
This little
I still
tiara
need to
though.
give away that code.
Oh, also,
Ooh.
look at the deck.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. That's a gold leaf book, right?
Hmm.
I actually like those. Ooh, grass energy, bro. I gotta take a hit. Just in case. We'll see if we
Mr.
get a
Zard's
what's
mix.
training
What up?
color.
I'll go one more.
I don't I think it got clogged. What's up, Mr. Zard's Mix? I saw you hit 500 recently. Congratulations, brother. I saw it on Instagram. Ooh, those cards look fucking nice, dude. What are you like? All right, what are you thinking about that TCG set so far?
What I'm opening now?
Yeah.
It looks really good. They're super
Ooh, nice.
glossy. You got something.
Let's see.
I think two things. So
Mm.
that's a fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it was supposed. We got this one.
Ooh, that looks like it's a hit. That looks like
Yeah.
it's something, right?
Yeah. A little something.
Sweet.
Double
That was from
banger.
Shug. Do it how you do it in the video. Hell yeah, Shug. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh sure.
I like that shit. When I first heard it, dude, I was cracking up, bro. I showed my wife, and she was like, I like how he did that.
It's goofy.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So I got this little 10 all put together for Brian. Unfortunately, no big hits, Brian, but shit, we still got one more 10. So we still have one more opportunity to pull something big. You did give me a few tins to open up, but we're down to the last one for the next episode. Let's see what we got the mail from Pokejack. So Pokejack sent us mail. Pokejack, thank you so much for the mail.
Oh
I did
yeah.
receive it nice and safely. Let me go ahead and open it up. I'm opening it up off camera just because I don't have the address like written, like scratched off, so I don't want it to like be shown.
Apparently the item cards are pretty decent too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's pretty nice to get then.
Yeah.
It's for the playability, huh?
I'm guessing so. But I don't know. Some of these are,
There we go.
yeah, it's you're looking for playables.
Here we go. All right. Again, that's from Pokejack. I did
Let's
link
see.
her channel in the description. This is going to be the contents of it. So let's
I
go
thought I
ahead and
missed it.
see. No, no, no. I just pulled it out and put everything to the side. Again, I didn't want the address shown or anything because the address is written. It's not like a sticker I can pull off or go over, and I didn't have anything to like slap on top of it.
If you could buy a box of any vintage or mid era or say
Signature card from
up
Emma
to
Lily.
XY, what would you do?
Thank you, Emma Lily. Any box up to XY, it'd be Cosmic Eclipse, bro.
Well, that's Sun and Moon.
Well, you said I can go all the way up to X and
Up
Y?
up
Like,
to
so that
X
means
or
from
not past.
before X and Y.
Yeah,
Okay.
YC to XY.
Oh, if I could get any booster box WotC era all the way up to X and Y, I feel like I'd want to get myself a first edition base set box, bro. I feel like I would. I would want to go Charizard hunting. I know there are different boxes I could get, but that's what I would want to go for. Like
That's trippy looking.
this one is from Pokejack, and she made it into like a primate.
Show me my new. I got a new favorite card. Knock the shit over.
This right here is a Gardevoir EX. This Gardevoir EX is from Scarlet and Violet base. Let me make sure it's just this one should just be a single Gardevoir EX in here. Yep, just a single. And then I think this other one has two cards in it. Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. So this was the card from when I won. Wait, where was that the one Shug sent?
Yeah, that's dope.
Ah, that's sweet. That's the reverse master ball or Pokeball?
This is Pokeball.
Pokeball.
These are the things I like though. I'm weird. I like I've got a binder of um hollow energies and signed cards.
Signed. You said Hollow Energies and signed cards.
Yeah, I like hollow energies. I still need to get the cracked ice Teropagus energies.
I like Hollow
They're
Energies
on my
too. I
list.
keep a
Yeah.
complete set of each one of the Hollow Energies for wherever they're released. So every set that has Hollow Energies, for
Yeah.
me to have a master set, I need the Hollow Energy complete set first. Like that's a part of
Worth
it.
it. I
Yep,
like, I don't know,
dude.
shiny
Crown
energies.
Zenith, two types of Hollow Energy: the reverse Hollow
Yeah.
and the regular
And
numbered
the
Hollow.
textured ones. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
dude, that made me
Sounds
so
in.
fucking happy, dude.
Yeah.
When they had Hollow Energy cards that came out in Prismatic Evolutions, because you know how it kind of offsets the weight to like, so you can't really weigh the packs out because of the God packs and all that shit.
Yeah.
With those Hollow Energies, I was so happy when I started seeing those. I was like, fuck yeah, they have it in that, and they have it in another one. There was
Shrouded
another set
Fable's
that
got some weird ones
Shroud-
too. Yeah,
Shrouded Fable.
like a
That
completely
one I
different.
tripped out on.
Yeah,
They have
I wonder why they
a
switched it
texture,
up.
or not a
Not
texture, like a
texture, but
pattern. A pattern.
yeah, a weird
Mhm.
pattern.
Check this out.
I do like it, Shug. Thank you. That's sick. What am I looking at?
That's the Joltic AR or
Okay,
IR. My
yeah.
bad. Joltic IR because it's in English. This is out of it's the set that we're trying to master set
Oh,
for
okay,
Yesenia.
Boomer.
Fuck, what was it called? God damn it!
The Cosmos swirls. Me too. Just kidding. What?
It's the set where Squirtle came out as well as in IR. I forgot the name of it.
Uh,
Damn it! It's a recent set.
it's Stellar Crown.
Stellar Crown. Yep,
Yeah,
you are correct. So this one I think Yesenia already has. So this is for me. This one will not be taken away from me to go to Yesenia's master set.
looks good. Is it the? I wonder if it's the same artist as the Jolteon.
Who does the Jolteon?
I couldn't tell you.
This is illustrated by Marina
Looks
Chikazawa.
similar.
Yeah, Marina Chikazawa. It looks really nice. Centering's not too bad on this either. The centering's pretty cool. It looks decent. It is a little thicker on the bottom than the top, but it's really not that bad. I'll show you the back of it. I mean, you could see it visibly that the bottom is bigger
I
than
see.
the top, but it
Different.
really doesn't look that bad. It looks
Very
pretty
nice.
clean. Check it out.
It's different artist. That does look really good.
Hmm. Yeah. So I mean, I'd have to take it out of the sleeve and check it for any print lines or anything, but I'm not seeing anything big that stands out to me.
A little bitty Joltic. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a sweet
that's
card,
awesome.
sweet card. So again, for my answer, it's basic. I would want to go first edition, base set for the booster box. I would go Charizard hunting. Um, if you could get me the Shadowless, the
Yeah,
first edition Shadowless, shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. Whatever I get, I'm gonna try to grade out of it because it's gonna be a fresh box.
Hmm.
That's gonna be something that honestly is gonna have high liquidity. If it grades well, it's gonna have high value.
You
There
would
are
open the
other
box.
crazy sets. There are other crazy sets, but I
You would
feel
open
like
it.
there are. Hmm?
You would open it.
Fuck yeah, I would open it. I opened up the card
That's
party
fair.
one.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm getting this box because I'm gonna open it. Like that's why I said it all depends on the
Whatever you
conditions.
want to do.
If I wanted to get a box because of like sellability or
Or just a
like to
hat.
keep
Yeah.
sealed, that'd be different. I'm assuming here this is where I have the money. It doesn't matter. I could get any set. It's from these eras. I'm gonna open it, have some fun. Okay, let's go big. Give me that. I want that. It's
Yeah.
unattainable for me right now. So I'm thinking if money's not an issue, it's not a block. Let's fucking go.
I'm thinking Dragon Frontiers or um, Legend
Ooh.
Maker.
All right.
Really good
What
one.
what would you chase in either one of those two?
Dragon Frontiers is the Nine Tails.
Okay.
Um, Legend
One of
Maker,
your
man, really any of them. All the reverse stamped ones are. There's a nice Lantern, Soul Rock, Lunatones. I like Soul Rock a lot. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad about any of them, to be honest.
any set that you get from those eras, depending on what you plan to do with it, it's
Yeah,
kind of like a dub, right? Like you win because you have your hands on an unattainable set at that point.
the Gengar's in there. It's okay. They got a nice Aggron, Delcatty. It's a really good. The Mew, Arcanine. It's good.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Registeel, the Kabutops. Yeah, it's a fucking banger of a set.
You know what's kind of a trip, man? This conversation is making me think about this, bro. This is fucking wild. All right, this is wild. Check this out. check this out. All right. How many years have you been involved in Pokemon?
Since I got back,
No,
pandemic.
just in general. How many years would you say, all right, you knew what Pokemon was because you were a fan, even
Oh,
if you dropped out?
since as long as it's been around.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going with that. This is where I'm going with that. Same here. Even though we've dropped out, I've said many a times, I've dropped in and out. You know what I mean?
It's
It
hormones.
happens. All
Yeah.
right, check this out. Right now, if you want to open a base set shadowless box, how
Mhm.
expensive would that be?
What, like, is 30 grand being modest? Like maybe 50? I don't. Hell, shadowless base set box.
Yeah, just look it up. Just look it up to see how much it would be. Because I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh, my bad. It's well, let me see. Give me a second.
All right, he's looking it up, people, because I don't want to be wrong with this, but I'm going somewhere with this, and it's going to be beautiful, people. Again, Jack Jack, thank you so much for your mail. Truly appreciate it, girl. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay. Let's call it a. I see ranges of 135,000, ninety
Hmm.
thousand. Empty shadow box is 3,000. Shadowless box. One single pack blisters 2,500. So yeah, just a
It's
house.
it's
I'll call
crazy.
it that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So it's a house for one box, right? All
Usually.
right. So just think about this. We've been around with Pokemon since it began. When that fucking box came out, it was $100 box at your local shop. Your parents could have gone and picked up that box. You could have opened up that fucking box, torn through it, gotten those goddamn cards, stuck them in your pocket, and not given a fucking shit. Those cards are worth cars and they're worth houses now if you get PSA 10s, right? But think about
Mhm.
it. We were there when it started and it wasn't shit and we experienced it and we might have opened those packs when we were little and it was totally fine and dandy. But now, as we're old men,
Well,
those packs are unattainable.
there was
They're
a lot.
unattainable now.
It meant a lot to we might have been a little too young, but there was a lot. There was a craze around it at that time, early
I, I
on.
do I do admit that there's news articles that we see now
Mhm.
talking about the craze.
Yeah,
I get that there was hype, but these
we're
were
just on the
again
playground. Yeah,
$100 boxes. Right now, as we fucking speak, tell me that the goddamn hype isn't there the same way. It's in the fucking news. All the shit that happened with prismatic evolutions, all the shit that happened with 151.
yeah.
Goddamn boxes going for how much? Right? Going for way above MSRP. We are living now in a hype that is bigger than the hype when this shit came out. The stuff that came out when this thing started is worth homes, it's worth cars. What is this shit going to be worth down the road if this shit goes for another 25, 30 years? Just think about that. When
Yeah.
these kids grow up and they're our age and they have adult money and they have fucking nostalgia and they want to get shit that's unattainable. When people like you and I, who are in the hobby, who might tuck away an item or two, decide, all right, we want to sell it now. We stand to have those boxes. And that's what it's worth at that
Yeah.
time. It's wild, dude. It's wild. We're living in an era where you see what's
It's
hyped,
also hard
and
to
it's only
tell
going to
because
get more hyped with time because it's going to be harder to get. It's more unattainable. If you don't get it now, you're not going to get it fucking 5, 10 years from now because look at the older sets. Can you get them, or they get out of reach?
it's like, but it's also everybody's doing the same thing too. When
Yep,
they weren't doing that back then.
but the population increases and it increases exponentially. So in the future, we're not gonna have. Let's say we have 10 billion people now. In the future, we're not gonna have 4 billion. We're probably gonna have 12 or 14 billion, and out of
Yeah.
those, more potential people that like it. A higher population,
Not the way it's
bigger
looking
number
lately.
of the population that likes the fucking hobby, while still keeping the same percentage of the population that likes the hobby,
Hmm.
especially with the hobby getting more exposure. The hobby gets exposure because it's in your fucking cell phone now. It's
Yeah,
an app. You get me?
yeah.
So let's just, even if
But what if
it
like
crashes,
it
even if it
also feels
dies,
like
right?
it's nonstop. Like all the focus is on everything new all the time. Like it's not like Sword and Shield feels forgotten about already, except the Umbreon. You know what I mean?
But do
Like
you know
it's.
why? Do you know why? I have an answer for that one.
I mean, I know
It's
it's not, but you know what I
it's
mean.
mark it's marketing. You have to focus on what's new and what's fresh because you have to stay ahead of the competition. You don't want to focus on the set that came out that people can't get, that's no longer on the shelves. You want to focus on the set that's going to come out. The set that you're going to tell people, "Hey, go hunt this down at your store cuz you might get it cuz look at this new chase that we got made for you." You got
Yeah,
to stay fresh. You got to stay relevant. At the same time, the content creators are going to push exposure on a new set because you got to be the first one to showcase the new set, the first one to show the new card. Why? It makes you more relevant. It gets the algorithm to like you more. If you're always shouting about the same fucking set, people stop watching you and the views drop off. But if
yeah.
you're on the new set, you might hit a fucking card that nobody else has hit yet. So that's the hype, and that's what's going to be drawing the crowd into you. So that's why we forget about the older sets. But the older sets,
I
they're
guess I'm
just
just
as
not a
amazing.
part of that crowd. Like it's. I don't know. Which I don't even
I,
really watch openings anymore unless it's one of you guys.
I,
You know what I mean?
I get that, but even if you don't watch them, you still see the thumbnails of what's going
Yeah.
on,
Oh
what
yeah,
people
of
are
course.
pushing. So you see that they're pushing the new sets. They're not pushing these older sets. They're pushing the new set that's coming out. They're pushing shit that's not even on the goddamn store shelves sometimes, right?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like they're pushing shit that you can't get your goddamn hands on. And then they're telling you it's going to be hard to get your hands on it. Like, just think about that. Think about
So
that for a
what's the?
second.
Where are we going? What's the question? What's the? You think are these boxes today going to be a house?
These houses, these houses, these boxes
A long
today,
time
right?
from now.
Looking back now, seeing what's gone on,
Yeah.
we can't say these boxes are going to be worth a house, but we can definitely say that these boxes, if this hobby stays alive, if it stays current,
Yeah.
these boxes are going to be worth exponentially way more than they were worth at the price you get them, especially if you do get them at a fair price. If you're current in the hobby, you're here when a set comes out. Let's say you do get a box right now for 200 or 240. Let's just say that, right? You fucking overpaid by 40 or 80 bucks going based off MSRP, right? It sounds like, damn, that sucks. That's shitty, right?
Hmm.
But look at it 10 years from now when you can't fucking find that box.
Yeah.
You think that box is going to be worth fucking 240, 280, or is it going to be worth, I don't know,
Right.
maybe a couple grand?
I don't. I'm picking up. I'm only picking up boxes that of the sets I really enjoy. Like I would like the boxes themselves are also a part of my collection too. Like there's investing, but I'm not into it deep enough to even want to try to call myself an investor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let me
I mean,
let
I
me have a
get.
disclaimer. I'm not an investor. I don't pick up shit and store it. I open all my shit. But I'm just saying I see the potential for it.
Yeah.
I think I'm picking up shit that I'm hyped to open. And you know what? If I'm hyped right now to spend stupid fucking money to open this shit and take a loss, motherfuckers in the future are going to be hyped to open it at a higher cost because it's spicier, because it's harder to get. Because now in the future, that's the video that, like, oh shit, look at this old set. You can't find it, but I fucking got it. Last
Mm.
one on fucking eBay. Look at this shit. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
So the market's there. If I had the fucking money, I,
Yeah. It's just. Yeah.
like I said before, shit. I've had just portions of my collection to just keep the fucking channel going. I think it's worth it. I have no fucking issue with it whatsoever. I've opened shit that was part of my sealed collection to keep the content going on the channel. Again, I'm cool with it. I enjoyed it. I got a video. I had a blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It filled its purpose. Stuff that I've opened at certain times is worth way more than what I paid for it because I just had it chilling. I bought it when I got it on sale. I got it at a really cheap rate. I open it when it's really expensive. For me, it feels the same because I got it cheap. I didn't get it for an expensive rate. And I see the hype that goes behind it. Like, oh, it's a little spicier box, right? It
Right.
was just a closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, again, seeing the parallels, seeing how crazy expensive shit from back then is, I could see its potential for its worth
Yeah.
for the stuff
Yeah.
that we're experiencing now. It's kind of like how they say history repeats itself. You know what I mean? This is the best way I can put it. When we were kids, the most expensive trading card that was ever sold that I remembered was a little baseball card, some rookie baseball card. I don't remember who, but it was some baseball card that when I was a kid,
The
everybody thought they
Nolan
should have a
Ryan.
baseball card. Hmm?
Nolan Ryan. Or
Again, I don't even want to start naming names, but I just remember there was this rookie baseball card. It was an old rookie baseball card, and everyone went, "That's the most expensive card. If you find it somewhere, it's worth over $1 million." And that's when
yeah.
Pokemon started, when Yu-Gi-Oh was barely fucking starting and all this shit. So when those trading cards came out, I always went, "Oh, well, the money's in sports." You know what I mean? Now there's people that go, "Oh, it's in Pokemon, it's in Magic the Gathering, it's in fucking Lorcana, it's in One Piece." It all depends on what you collect and what you like and what IPs
Yeah.
you're into. You know what I mean? But if you look at it, look at the fucking sports world.
Well, it's not
How
always in.
often do
It
you
always
have?
has. It hasn't always been. Like it's. There was a time of $70 booster boxes. Like it.
Mhm.
It wasn't always like this. I just.
Yeah,
I don't know. It gets goofy. You got all different types of people with different takes. You got the bulls and the bears. Like
yeah,
just hold it long enough if that's what you want, and then it'll do well. It'll do good.
yeah.
You know.
As long as it doesn't all come crashing, right? Again, we do always bring up that point because I think we've mentioned it once or twice, right? The Beanie Baby craze.
Yeah, but I don't think it would. I think we got a long time to go.
That would be
At
fucking
least my kids'
sweet.
lives, for sure. Hopefully, you never know. You never know.
It is pretty integrated into a lot of aspects of society, I think. You also gotta see that. Like how integrated in society is Pokemon? It's integrated to the point where there's augmented reality games based upon it in the real
Mhm.
world. That's wild.
Yeah,
There isn't that many games like that for other shit.
it's a good time.
Yeah. So
Brings.
yeah, I think it's pretty dope. I think it's an excellent time to be in the hobby. I'm pretty happy that I'm here in it. I'm enjoying my time with it. I'm enjoying everything we've been doing on your channel. I've been enjoying this little series that we've been running here. I like getting a little off topic and just I don't know, just diving into life itself, I guess, too. You know what I mean? And this little series right here, it really allows for that, man. It really does.
Well,
Yeah. I also
you
got to give you a shout
what?
out, by the way, because when I first started the series, it wasn't really like set up as a podcast. It was just regular live streams. But I did notice that you set up the series we do on your channel as a podcast playlist as well. So I was like, all right, I'll create a podcast playlist. So all these episodes get compiled in a podcast as well. So I mean, people are able to listen now
Mm-hmm.
without having to actually see the video, right?
Right.
They get all the audio. They could listen into the conversation. I haven't had it up long enough to see if it really affects the views, helps a lot in the metrics, but I figure it's another avenue. It's an avenue that I haven't ever really tried for
Yeah.
the channel before, so it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat having that, you know.
I didn't realize the podcast option was there until we actually started doing it.
Hmm. How has it been doing for you, the podcast on your channel? How do you think it's been going?
Pretty good. I'm surprised people even want to listen. But I mean, yeah, it's like it's doing well. It's doing average, like good for my channel. You know,
Yep. Do you
100
see
people that
any
actually want to
names?
listen.
Do you see any names in there that you like recognize that for people that come pretty often? You know, any shout outs you want to give out to anybody you recognize from in there?
In the chat,
Yeah, from when we do the Saturday night episodes, bro, on your channel.
all the guys. Bradley shows up. William Hill shows up. We've had Sleep No Card Behind show up. We've got a couple legends. A lot of people show up.
We've had inept
Discord
card collector,
Gonzo.
I think, right?
Do I?
Inept card
KJ.
collector.
Yeah, Inept.
Mm-hmm.
E-Man might have been there a few times.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I see how
appreciated.
AMPM he said earlier, when we were talking about the whole well when I went on a little rant. Fuck it. Let it be so. I went on a rant. But when I went on the rant, AMPM said that's why he's a long-term investor. He likes to hoard it like smog. Yeah. And Bradley says he enjoys listening to us. I really like hearing that. Thank you so much for that, Bradley.
Sorry,
I feel
Bradley.
like I'm annoying as fuck sometimes. I feel like I just kind of go off on tangents. But remember, blame the blinkies. Don't blame the Eddie. The Eddie is not to blame. We blame the blinkies. The blinkies are the ones to blame for this.
Are you ready? You wanna
Yeah.
call it? Hop in Discord.
Hell yeah, dude. Because I really do want to see the rest. I want to see what's in that box.
I want to see
So,
the
with that being
difference.
said, we're not going to rate anyone. We're just going to end it on a classy note. You want any last thing you want to tell our people here?
I love you guys. Sorry, I don't always get my point across the way I want to, but we're learning. We're trying. Love you guys for tuning in. If you have, that's what I got. That's all I got.
And then me, I'll be back soon, baby. This is Friday night. I will not be over in the podcast with Merc and the guys tomorrow. I am going to be
Oh, it's open queue.
I just can't promise it so. Until Monday, I will be returning. Monday, I will be opening up that big ass box that Suge sent over. You have to be there in order to see what's inside that box. And again, all I can say is meow meow. And yes, there will be a TCG set inside there. So if you know me, if you know the channel, you know I absolutely love cats. I got one myself. It's a short haired Russian blue. Her name's Nikita. She is absolutely gorgeous. Right now, she's running around. I'm not gonna grab her because she's gonna scratch me. She's a spicy kitty. But again, me with my long-winded goodbye. That's gonna be it for us tonight. I hope to catch y'all here next week. I do have a guest next week set up for Wednesday and a guest set up for Friday. You gotta tune in to see who it is. All right, everybody. We're gonna be out of here.
Later, guys.
Good night, everybody.